Hello, everybody, and welcome into the broadcast. I am Samuel Reese coming to you live tonight. And on this Wednesday afternoon from Australia, I bring to you live coverage of the 2021 Australian Open as the second round begins today from Down Under in beautiful Melbourne. The game I will primarily be covering tonight is the match I say that I will be primarily covering tonight is the Nina Stojanovic Serena Williams match, which has just got underway. A little past 1 p.m. local time start in Melbourne, Australia, 16 hours ahead of us here in the Eastern time zone of the United States. Serena on serve to begin the night, ranked 10th in the world. Looking to punch her ticket into the third round, a 30-love lead early on. And a beautiful backhand shot from Serena to take a 40-love lead in the opening game of the match. Beautiful shot. And for Stojanovic, obviously it would be a huge upset if she were to come out on top tonight. But anything's possible in a major. But Serena she appears to be locked in right now. That's for sure. And she's determined to win another major, and perhaps she could do it here in Australia. Here's the second serve, a chance to win the opening game. Oh, a nice return on the backhand down the line from Stojanovic. Her first point of the afternoon, 40-15. It is the afternoon in Australia. Serena breezed through her opening round match, which actually took place while the Super Bowl was going on Sunday night, Monday afternoon in Australia. First service just wide from Williams. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. Glad to bring to you the Australian Open. A good rally here. But Serena ends up leaving the forehand shot short. An unforced error. And Stojanovic right back in the game. It's now 40-30. Yeah, she just underhit that shot. And so Stojanovic with a chance to tie it at 40-all. Oh, down the line, Stojanovic again. And we are in a deuce. So after a 40-love lead for Williams, it looked like she was going to breeze through this opening game. But Stojanovic has come back and 40-all. 3 straight points for the underdog Nina Stojanovic, the Serbian. And Serena comes back with an ace. Beautiful serve from Serena Williams. Game point with the advantage in the deuce. Going for another ace to close out the first game of the match. Not an ace, but the return wide from Stojanovic, and Serena takes the opening game, 1-0. Williams on top. Both players will switch sides for the next 2 games. There are fans, by the way, in attendance at the Australian Open. On a typical basis, about 70,000 people would pack the grounds daily at the tournament. But amid the COVID-19 pandemic, that is limited. But not limited nearly as much as we've seen in the U.S., for example, at sporting events. They're allowing up to 30,000 people into the grounds daily in 3 different zones. Each zone has one of the big courts. So Rod Laver Arena, Margaret Court Arena, and Melbourne Arena. And so it's for the fans to choose which zone they want to go in, just to make sure everyone, to keep in practice social distancing as much as possible to the fullest extent. But still, 30,000 fans allowed daily. So around 50%. And so when the final comes around, obviously in the early rounds, there's so many matches going on. So, there's not a lot of fans at the matches since they're all spread out, especially during the week in the day session. But once we get to the weekend and the night sessions, there'll be more fans. And by the time we get to the final, we could see 50% of Rod Laver Arena full. Which would be great to see. Australia has contained the virus very well, and masks are only required indoors. So only at the Australian Open, for example, only when the roof is closed. If it needs to be closed, are masks required. But the spectators do not need to wear masks as long as the roof is open. As that shot is long, love 15. Stojanovic on serve. Trailing 1-0 in the opening set. Serena Williams looking to punch her ticket into the third round. This match just underway. Second match of the day at Rod Laver Arena. The second out of 5 matches at the grandest court of all at Melbourne Park. 3 in the day session and 2 in the night session. Here comes the second serve from the Serbian. Powerful return. But Stojanovic wins the point. Nicely done. It was a good return, as I said, from Serena. However, Stojanovic was not phased one bit, and Serena was inching closer to the net about halfway up, and Stojanovic just got her down the line on the backhand shot. 15-all. And a nice serve. Stojanovic wins the point. Serena unable to return. Let's get a tournament update. On the women's side, Kvitova leading Kristeva 3-1 in the first set. On the men's side, Fucsovics up 1-0 on Wawrinka. Perhaps an upset in the making. There, Schwartzman beating Muller 6-2 in the opening set. Agir Aliassime defeated Duckworth 6-4 in the opening set. That is your tournament update. 30-15, Stojanovic leading the game. Oh, wow. Serena Williams, a bit fortunate there. She wins the point 30-all. However, Stojanovic was in perfect position to return that powerful forehand shot and win the point. Stojanovic was right there and just completely mishit it with the racket. And that's an error you can't afford against a player like Serena Williams. Oh, Stojanovic with the cross-court shot. Serena Williams down 40-30. Yeah, perfect placement on the shot. Plenty of power as well from Stojanovic. And a chance to tie this first set at 1 game apiece. And she does. The return from Serena just long. And it's 1-1 in the opening set. So a nice response from Stojanovic. She'll obviously have to take advantage when on serve against Serena. If Serena does break against you, good luck coming back in the set, really. So a good start for Stojanovic. Serena's first serve placement in the previous round. Well, she really mixes it up quite a bit, to be quite frank. As It's a fault on the first serve. Second serve on the way. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in tonight here on YouTube. Much appreciated. Second serve in play, and Stojanovic from the baseline wins the point on the forehand shot. Both players were back at the baseline, and it's love 15. If Stojanovic can break meanwhile, then we should have an interesting first set. I know it's early on, but the Serbian underdog playing with some confidence early on. And Serena will get set for her second serve. Love 15. Round 2 at the Australian Open. Beautiful summer day in Melbourne. Serena has had to defer to her second serve quite a bit early on. And she misses the backhand shot. Love 30. And early on, Serena a bit rusty. Still very early, of course, but Stojanovic with an opportunity to break. Up love 30. Oh, and Serena returns with an ace in prime Serena fashion, her second ace of the afternoon. And that makes it 15-30. Her first serve can be deadly. However, she has struggled to get that first serve in the service box. That time she does. Great rally, and Stojanovic clips the line. However, it's ruled just wide. By the way, another unique thing about this year's edition of the Australian Open, no line judges. It's all technology. So we won't see as many challenges unless there's a glitch in the technology, but it's pretty darn accurate. 30 all now. Oh, what a shot. Serena Williams leaning back a bit, delivers the forehand shot and perfectly placed. And she's right back in the game, 40-30 with that point. So game point for Williams. Her sister Venus will be in action later today. And she takes the game. 4 consecutive points from Serena Williams, using that serve to her advantage, closing into the net. And an easy final point. 2-1 in the opening set. It's Nina Stojanovic and Serena Williams in the second round of the Australian Open in beautiful Melbourne, Australia. I'm back for more after this. Don't go anywhere. We're just getting started. Welcome back. It's the 2021 Australian Open, the first major of the year, of course. 83 degrees Fahrenheit in Melbourne. A sunny afternoon, the humidity 45%. The Rod Laver Arena roof is open. Barely a breeze. The wind heading south at 6 miles an hour. As beautiful of a day in Australia as you could ask for in the summer. Stojanovic on serve. And down love 15. Trailing 2-1 in the opening set against Serena Williams. Nicely done there by Nina Stojanovic. Closing in and finishing the point at the net. Yep, perfect execution. No way Serena was getting to that. 15 all. Unforced error there. Serena frustrated with herself even as the forehand shot went long. 30-15. Yeah, it was a good rally between the two, but Serena just uncharacteristically sending that forehand shot just long. Stojanovic, as I mentioned, will simply need to win her service games to have a chance. And this is one of those. Crucial for the Serbian. Second serve on the way. 17 minutes into the match. 1 o'clock local time start in Australia. Oh, a nice cross-court return from Serena. Stojanovic unable to return it in play. 30 all. If Serena can break here, the set is really hers to lose. Another fantastic return. Powerful cross-court shot on the forehand. And yet again, Stojanovic cannot deal with it. The return went long. It's 30-40, and we have our first break point. Let first service. Stojanovic looking to send this game into a deuce. Break point for Serena Williams. And Stojanovic delivers. The beautiful drop shot to force Serena into the net. And then Stojanovic just going down the line with the forehand. Beautiful execution. And it's 40 all for the second time this afternoon. We're heading to a deuce. Oh, another drop shot. Beautifully done yet again, and it's add in for Stojanovic. Yeah, and hey, I know it's early on. I understand that, but Nina Stojanovic, I've definitely liked the way she's carried herself. She's the moment's not too big for her, and it can be for a lot of people playing against Serena. She's not overreacting to any points, whether that be good or bad. She's keeping her calm, battling it out. Kristeva leading Kvitova 4-3 in the opening set. A tournament update for you. That's on the women's side. On the men's side, Fucsovics up 1-0 Wawrinka, and it looks like he might go up 2-0. Schwartzman in control, leading Muller 1-0. Ajay Aliassime also leading Duckworth 1-0. Deuce number 2. Serena responding with a point. 2-1, Williams leads in this first set. Thanks everyone for tuning in. 2021 Australian Open, folks. I'm a pretty big tennis fan. I am locked into all 4 majors, all 4 Grand Slam events. Great shot down the line. Serena Williams with her second break point. The advantage to her. And we'll see if this time she can capitalize. Another interesting aspect amid the COVID pandemic is that you no longer see the towel boys or girls there for the players to give them their towels. Due to COVID, the players have to go over to a little bin on the side, and that's where their towels are stationed. Advantage Williams. Here's the second serve from Stojanovic. The return goes long. Deuce number 3. So a lengthy 4th game here in the opening set. 6 minutes, 20 seconds, the game duration thus far. A battle here in the 4th game of the opening set. First serve goes wide. And that's a double fault. An unlucky break there for Stojanovic. The serve ricocheted off the net and sailed long. First double fault of the afternoon for either player. Break point number 3 for Serena. Let first service. Stojanovic just struggling a bit here on her serve. Trying to get back her rhythm. Oh, no, beautifully done. Stojanovic forces another deuce, number 4 in the game. Some big serves from the Serbian, and Serena just unable to return it. 40 all once again. Stojanovic showing some fight here early on in the first set. Oh, and Serena fights right back with a cross-court return. And Stojanovic with no answer. Break point number 4 for Serena. Can Stojanovic once again prevent Serena from winning the game? She's done it on 3 other occasions. See what she has up her sleeve here. Nothing. A 4th break point was the big one for Serena Williams. Finally able to break through. Stojanovic on the backhand shot committed an unforced error. And so Serena breaks. Now an opportunity to breathe a little bit for Serena Williams, especially if she can win the service game here. A 3-1 lead for Williams in this opening set, as she's now in control of the set. Serena on the near side, Stojanovic on the far side. Most of pretty much all of the court here at Rod Laver Arena is covered by sun. There is some shade, but that's well beyond the baseline on the far side. Here's the second serve from Serena. Oh, perfectly placed backhand shot across her body from Stojanovic. Looking at Serena Williams, it's her 11th major since becoming a mother. Unreal. And she's made 4 finals, 5 semifinals, 6 quarterfinals. That's the most on tour. And this is all since becoming a mom. Unbelievable. Well, Serena had the right idea. It was closing in on the net, but the backhand shot just too far. And it's love 30. So Stojanovic, who we've already seen, can put up a fight. Currently with perhaps a chance to break. Thanks everyone for tuning in tonight here on YouTube, Wednesday afternoon from Down Under in Australia. Once again, Serena having to go to the second serve. And that return is out from Stojanovic. 15-30. Serena looking to get back into the game. Leading the set 3-1. Oh, nicely done. 30-all. Serena Williams with a fantastic serve. And now a chance to take the lead in the game. First serve is wide. Second serve on the way. About a half hour into this match. Solid opening set from a neutral's perspective. That's long from Stojanovic on the backhand. 40-30. Williams with game point and a chance to take a 4-1 lead in the set. Ooh, the serve just wide. Had it clip the line. Well, let's see the replay here. Yeah, just out. That was marginally out. Would have been an ace. Second serve is in. The return goes long, and Serena takes a commanding 4-1 lead in the opening set from Down Under. Beautiful summer afternoon from Melbourne. I'm back with more action from the Australian Open after this. Serena leads the first set 4-1. Don't go anywhere. And welcome back, everybody. First set from Rod Laver Arena. Second match on Rod Laver this afternoon. A 4-1 lead for Serena Williams over Nina Stojanovic. Stojanovic on serve with much work to do if she'll want to get back in the set. Once again, thanks everyone for tuning in. If you enjoy the broadcast, make sure you hit the thumbs up and subscribe. That would be greatly appreciated, folks. Play-by-play coverage of the Aussie Open, as well as many other sports on my channel, as you probably already noticed. That cross-court shot goes wide from Serena, 15-love. If Serena were to break this game, then she would have an opportunity to close out on serve. But Stojanovic surely has other ideas. That return hits the net. 30 love. Kristea now leading Kvitova 5-4 in the first set. In the other women's second round match taking place right now. And Fucsovics has taken a 2-0 lead over Wawrinka. How about that? Schwartzman also leading Muller 2-0. And Oje Aliassime won the first set against Duckworth, and he's on pace to win the second one as well. That's on the men's side. 30-15, Serena with the first point of the game. We've already had some surprising results. A lot of these players had to face, well, all of them had to face a hard quarantine, but there were some positive cases that popped up, and it forced some players to have to quarantine even longer and really threw them off. Some of them didn't even play for a couple of weeks due to quarantine heading into the tournament. So difficult situation for many, obviously. So what I'm trying to say is, it would be no surprise if we see more upsets than usual. 40-15 Stojanovic. And that goes long from Serena. So Stojanovic takes that game quite comfortably. 4-2 Serena leading the first set now. A reminder that tomorrow it's an NBA Wednesday, 7:30 Eastern. The Hawks take on the Mavericks. Then at 10 in the nightcap, it's the Bucks to Serena. Williams will now serve to try to retake a 3-game lead in this opening set. She delivers an ace right away. 15-love. Her fourth ace of the match. Her opponent hasn't had any up to this point. What's going on, Shane? Welcome into the broadcast. I appreciate you stopping by, man. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I'd love to talk some Premier League soon. Sounds great. Thanks for stopping by. I greatly appreciate it, man. 15 all. Australian Open action from down under here on YouTube. Thanks all for tuning in tonight. It's Wednesday afternoon in Australia, 16 hours ahead of us. So that first serve is long. And that's a double fault right there from Serena. Her second serve was close, 15-30. Well, if Stojanovic has a chance to get back into the set, this is her opportunity, you have to think. Oh, wow, that was mishit. Serena completely shanked that shot to the left. In 2020, the average first serve speed was 106 miles an hour. Today, Serena's serving at 111 on average. It's now 15-40. 2 break points for Stojanovic. Great rally here. Serena, though, finishes off the point. She came in to the net and made no mistake. 30-40. Break point number 2 now for Stojanovic. Williams is not going to let Stojanovic break easily. If Stojanovic can. A scream of what seemed like relief from Serena after that point. And there's an ace. Serena right back in it. We head to a deuce. $40 all. Here comes the serve. That's sent wide. For the first 2 days of the tournament, it was actually pretty chilly for Melbourne at this time of year. Obviously, this tournament's taking place 3 weeks later than usual. But it was in the 60s. Today, though, it's in the 80s. It could reach 90 tomorrow, I believe. The return goes long. Advantage Williams. And just like that, it's game point for Serena after trailing 15-40 just a minute or two ago. First serve is long. She'll try again on her second serve. Oh, Serena wins the game. A tough hold, but she gets it in comeback fashion. 5-2 Serena. She'll look to close out the set next. Don't go anywhere. It's the second round of the Aussie Open from Down Under. Welcome back to live coverage of the 2021 Australian Open. From Melbourne, it is a 5-2 lead for Serena Williams in the opening set. Beautiful summer afternoon from Australia. It's Tuesday night here in the States, Wednesday out in Australia. 4 aces for Serena, none for Stojanovic. The serving game has been key. New balls as we get the eighth game underway, I should say. Stojanovic on serve, trying to hold and keep the set going. Oh, wow. Serena missed the shot at the net. Stojanovic was running for her life back and forth along the baseline. Serena definitely was in a favorable situation, but could not capitalize. And so 15 love. Once again, appreciate you guys stopping by on this Tuesday night. Serena can't return the second serve, and it's 30 love. Yeah, a lot of Stojanovic's serves have deflected off the net and have gone either wide or long. Second serve put in play. The return goes long. 40 love. Stojanovic in cruise control of this game. "41 minutes into the match. Can Stojanovic force another game in this first set? She's in prime position to do so, but cannot quite yet. The return from Serena right on the baseline, and Stojanovic with an unforced error. 40-30. First serve percentage, Stojanovic 55%, for Williams 46%. And I touched on that earlier. Both players really struggling quite a bit on their first serve. Tournament update once again. Kristeva did indeed win the first set over Kvitova 6-4 in women's action. Meanwhile, on the men's side, Fucsovics leading Wawrinka 2-0. Wawrinka does lead the third set. Schwartzman up 2-0 on Muller. He's up in the third set as well. And Auger Aliassime has wrapped up the second set, up 2-0 on Duckworth. And Raonic leading Moutet 1-0. That match just underway in the opening set. So that's your tournament update. 40-30 meanwhile. And that's a nice forehand shot. Stojanovic takes the game. Now it's 5-3 Serena. And Williams will look to close out the set on serve. Yeah, just an outstretched return from Serena and couldn't really get back into position. Well-placed ball from Stojanovic. And so the set continues. 5-3 Serena. Serving for the set. And she starts off the game with an ace. When she does find success on her first serve, that first serve is lethal. Her fifth ace this afternoon. That shot hits the net from Serena. 15-all. Once again, I appreciate you guys tuning in. If you enjoy, it would be greatly appreciated if you hit the thumbs up and subscribed. Just getting my channel off the ground here on YouTube. I was originally on Sportscaster, and now trying to get some people here on YouTube and get a YouTube following. I enjoyed my time at Sportscaster for about 1.5 years, but decided to make the switch. 30-15, and Serena wins the point. It's set point for Serena Williams here. Can she close it out right now? Yes, she can. Beauty of a shot, an overhead shot from Serena to take the opening set in 44 minutes. 6-3, Serena Williams takes the first set over Stojanovic, halfway through to punching her ticket to round 3. I'll be back for the second set after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everybody. Over at 1573 Arena, it's Schwartzman with a 2-0 lead over Muller and currently up 3-1 in the third set. Meanwhile, on court 3, Auger Aliassime, the Canadian, is up 2-0 on the Australian Duckworth, currently 1-1 in the third set. So both Schwartzman and Auger Aliassime looking for victories in straight sets. Meanwhile, we'll head over to John Cain Arena, where Fucsovics currently is up 2-0 on Stan Wawrinka, believe it or not. He won the first set 7-5 and the second set with ease 6-1. Wawrinka is leading the third set currently 3-2 on serve, up 30-15. So that's where we'll head to now. We will get back to the Serena Williams match in a little while. But for now, the focus here, maybe an upset brewing. As that's sent wide by Wawrinka, 17th ranked Swiss native. 30 all. All right, we'll get back to John Cain Arena in a moment. But for now, back to Rod Laver Arena, where the second set is just underway. 15-40, Stojanovic serving. Breakpoint opportunity for Serena. And if Serena can break here to start the set, that would be a huge confidence booster to get the second set started. But there's an ace from Stojanovic, her first of the afternoon, to make it 30-40. Breakpoint number 2 now. Oh, the intention was good from Stojanovic, but just couldn't execute the forehand shot down the line. She had Serena beat, but couldn't put it in. And so Williams breaks in the opening game of the second set. 1-0 Williams, as both players will switch sides, and Serena will serve with a chance to go up 2-0 in set 2. Well, that's exactly the start to the second half Serena Williams wanted. It's the second round from Down Under. Coming into today, 64 players from the men's and women's side remained. 15 love. The return from Stojanovic goes long. Oh, there we go. Stojanovic with a perfect shot, 15 all, and Serena just really couldn't get back to that left side in time. And Stojanovic placed that shot exactly where she wanted. First serve is long from Serena. Oh, wow. Stojanovic was inching closer to the net, and Serena just commits an error. The backhand shot off the net, 15-30. Stojanovic looking to break right back. The return sails over the baseline, and we're tied again, 30 all. Another tournament update for you. Kristea won the first set over Kvitova. However, Kvitova leading the second set 3-0 currently. Fucsovics up 2-0 on Wawrinka. Wawrinka does lead the third set 4-2 on the men's side. Schwartzman up 4-1 in the third set over Muller after winning the first two. Ajay Aliassime tied with Duckworth 2-2 in the third set after winning the opening two sets. And Mute and Raonic tied it 2 apiece in the opening set. That match just underway. So there's another tournament update for you. 30 all meanwhile here, and how about that? Fantastic return on the forehand by Stojanovic, and break point for her as it's 30-40. Yeah, Serena Williams, she's put on a visor for the set. I'm not sure if in that first set the sun was significantly affecting her, but she did make that switch, and that's an irreturnable serve. What a serve it was from Serena, and we go to a deuce. Drop shot. Serena finishes it off. Stojanovic ultimately made the wrong decision. Advantage Williams, and game point for her. Wow. And there's the game. Serena Williams using her serve to her advantage yet again. And 2-0, Williams on top in the second set. Yeah, Serena winning 82% of her first serve points. And that's what I said earlier. You know, when her first serve is on, you know, good luck, because most likely Serena's going to win the point if that's the case. Stojanovic now on serve, down 2-0 in the second set. Oh, nice. Down the line shot. Serena couldn't get there. 15-love. First serve goes wide. Once again, I appreciate you guys stopping by tonight. I love calling Australian Open action here on YouTube. And there's a double fault, 15 all. And that's the fourth double fault of the match for her. The return goes along from Serena. So Stojanovic back in the lead this game, 30-15. The sun shining bright on Rod Laver Arena on this Wednesday afternoon. That's long, 40-15. Game point for Stojanovic, trying to win her first game of the set. Second serve on the way. Once again, game point for Stojanovic. Trails 2-0 in the second set to Serena Williams. Oh, a nice cross-court return on the forehand from Serena. And this game not done yet, 40-30. Yeah, that's she's going to take advantage of that any day of the week. 21 winners for Serena, 14 for her opponent. Oh, and an opportunity there to close it out. But Stojanovic cannot take advantage. The backhand shot went long, and she had that whole side of the court to place that shot and overhit it. 40 all. Once again, it's a deuce. Another shot that goes long on the backhand. Just some mental mistakes and bad unforced errors. Advantage Williams. Break point for Serena. Big break point here. And she will break indeed. The return by Serena was good. Stojanovic couldn't respond. 3-0 Serena in the second set. 3 games away from a ticket into the third round. Welcome back to coverage of the 2021 Australian Open. Serena Williams with a commanding 3-0 lead in the second set. Over in the player gym, Novak Djokovic getting loose. Still to come on day 3 of the Aussie Open. Djokovic will take on the American Francis Tiafoe at 10:30 Eastern Time. At midnight, it'll be Shapovalov and Tomic. And then, of course, prime time at the Australian Open will be in the wee hours of the morning here in the United States at 3 a.m. and approximately 4:30. Williams opens up the service game with a .15 love. That winner speed coming in at 134 kilometers an hour. And there was no shot. Stojanovic was getting to it. .30 love. Serena starting to take cruise control of this match. First serve is a fault. Second serve upcoming. Just over an hour into the match. Serena would obviously prefer to take care of business in straight sets. And she's in good position to do so. Good rally and sent wide by Stojanovic. 40 love just like that. Yeah, Serena placing a lot of her serves pretty close to the corners. Wow. Yeah, just looking at her first serve placement in particular, just unbelievable. She's serving these balls within a foot or two of the line. And an authoritative finish to take the game, or easiest game yet in this match, in a 4-0 lead in the second set. Overhead shot by Serena. And all she went up against on that rally was, if you can call it a rally on that point, was the sun in her eyes. Stojanovic on serve, 4-0 Serena leading the set. Love 15. First serve goes long. You can tell Stojanovic is getting a bit frustrated now because the match has quickly slipped away. And another great return from Serena on the forehand. Love 30. Yeah, looking ahead to the matches still to come on a great day 3 at the Australian Open. I can't wait for that Djokovic-Tiafoe match. Obviously, Djokovic is the heavy favorite, but I like watching Tiafoe. He's fun to watch. Love 40 now. Break point for Serena. Nice serve there from Stojanovic to stay alive in the game. 15-40 now. We'll see if she can perhaps come back in this game. Really be her only hope if there's any left. That last serve clocked in at 173 miles an hour. And Serena takes the game. 5-0. We're only 22 minutes into the second set, but Serena will try to close it out on serve next. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back in. Serena Williams on her road to a 24th major title. This projected by the rankings. In the first round, she defeated Siegemund, now taking on Stojanovic. It would be Potapova in the third round, Sabalenka in the round of 16, Halep in the quarters, Osaka in the semis, and then Barty in the championship. That's if the higher seed won every match, which is obviously not realistic, but that would be the path. The return goes long from Stojanovic, 15-love. Those are some intriguing matchups down the road that we could possibly see later on in the tournament. I mean, Williams and Osaka in the semifinal, wouldn't that be great? And then if Williams got by her, facing Barty in the final, that would be something. Now it's 30-15, or sorry, 30-love. Yeah, Ash Barty had a very impressive performance last night. Of course, playing at home, an Australian native, Ash Barty, winning her first round match yesterday, 6-0, 6-0. I mean, that is quite impressive. Meanwhile, Serena here, 2 points away from wrapping up the second round match. The return went wide, 40-love, and it's match point for Serena Williams. The crowd in attendance starting to make some noise for one of the favorites here at the Australian Open. Can she win it on the serve? Yes, she can. An ace to cap off a comfortable victory in the second round for Serena Williams as she defeats Nina Stojanovic 6-3, 6-0, taking care of business in 69 minutes. The first set took 44 minutes, the second set 25. And my goodness, the first set was interesting for a little while, but the second set was never in doubt. A dominant performance from Serena Williams, and she is cruising on to the third round on Friday. Well, she's clearly here to play, and that's an obvious statement, of course, but Serena early on, down under, looking quite impressive in the opening 2 rounds, and she'll await her third round opponent. As I mentioned, she will play on Friday in round 3. Serena Williams on the road to her 24th major title, which is just unbelievable to say. Nina Stojanovic walks off thanks to the crowd in attendance. Hey, you got to give Stojanovic a bit of credit. Obviously, she was a massive underdog coming into the match, and she never got down on herself, never got frustrated. Serena just simply outplayed her, especially in that second set. But as I said, Stojanovic made it a bit interesting in that opening set. She did. But in the end, Serena wins comfortably. And before I wrap up the broadcast tonight, here are some thoughts for Serena after a 6-0, 6-3 victory in the second round.
First set, over 20 years ago, you're a young player playing on these big courts for the first time. It's a huge stage to step up, and she pushed you pretty hard.
Yeah, she pushed me very hard, and I think she played really well. Honestly, throughout the whole match, so I had to really fight for all the games. So it's always good to see young players like her come out and do so well, because it's exciting for women's tennis.
Is that as good as you felt this tournament? Just the way you raced through that second set, and you were hitting the ball beautifully. You just looked in a really good groove.
Thank you. Thanks. I'm trying. I wasn't thinking so much in the second as I was in the first. I kind of just let go and, see what happened.
Now, when we were here a couple of days ago, you had to duck off court. You had to duck off court pretty quickly. Did you catch the end of the Super Bowl?
I did. I was able to catch the end of it. It was amazing. So it was pretty cool to watch Tom Brady win. That was really cool.
Well, he might just be the inspiration you need over the next one. I don't know, you're a massive fan. Well done. Beautifully done today. You've got Anastasia at the top of the next. You played her here in the first round last year. Just a quick word on your next opponent.
Yeah, it's always a fun, interesting match. So, I'm gonna go home and get ready and just do the best. We're all out here to have fun, and I'm happy to be out here, and just to be playing in front of a crowd again is really cool. So every day is just fun.
Well done, Serena Williams.
All right, there you hear it from Serena Williams, and isn't it great to hear the crowd? It sounds so good. And credit to Australia for doing such a good job containing the virus, and a large amount of fans in attendance, and it's great to see. A look at the women's draw in Halep's quarter. They'll play today, Thursday, and Saturday here in the U.S., of course. Sabalenka will take on Lee in the third round, and we do know Williams' opponent. Serena will take on Anastasia Potapova. Swiatek taking on Georgia in the bottom half of Halep's quarter. That's in the third round. In the second round, of course. So those are the two third-round matchups that we know of for certain in Halep's quarter of the draw. Coming up shortly, Novak Djokovic will be on court. However, that will do it for the broadcast tonight, as I am Samuel Reese signing off, saying good night. Hope you enjoyed live play-by-play coverage of the 2021 Australian Open. And I'll be back for more tomorrow night as round 3 continues from Down Under. I'll be on around 9 Eastern time for more action. Hope to see you then. So long. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday night, folks.